Hey, what's going on guys, Cody here, and I'm back for a mod showcase to you guys, and today I'm showcasing the prehistoric mod, or the Carboniferous mod. Now, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, I don't know. But anyways guys, this mod adds in a whole new dimension. As you can see, we've got this thing right here. And then we have a bunch of new mobs, a bunch of crazy stuff like weapons, biomes, and it's really awesome guys. So let's get started, and the first few items you're going to need is a time box and a time rod. So you need 4 iron ingots, lapis, diamond, redstone, and you get yourself a time box. So let's place this thing down over here. But yeah, this mod adds in so many things, guys. It's really amazing. This time rod takes a diamond, 2 redstone, and 2 iron ingots. So let's place that. And then you right click, and you got your little portal. Looks pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. But let's go through, and let's head to the new dimension. Alright guys, so we're here at the new dimension, and oh my god, it's awesome. So it's like a prehistoric dimension. You have fossils, you got lizards in the water, I guess, or derp. I don't know how to pronounce that, but it looks really cool, and I like the lighting. But there's a bunch of different generated structures and biomes that I'll show you at the end of the video. Right now I'm going to take a look at the mobs in my set over here. So we get some mobs here, and this mob's dead. Okay, so I got the Mesololei. I don't know how to pronounce that, but anyways, let's spawn them. And this is like a spider. It's a tiny spider. It's really quick. It's really fast, so you gotta watch out. But let's take this thing on. Break this first. Let's go. Oh, jeez. So yeah, he's only got 14 hearts, so he's really easy to kill. But when they're in a pack, you gotta watch out. And now we have these little buggers. We got some crabs. They're pretty cool. They drop fish. Now, when you attack one of them, they all attack you. So you gotta watch out for that when you're at the shores and stuff, because I'm pretty sure they spawn at shores and beaches. Next mob we have is also dead. Alright guys, so the next mob we have is the Orthocanthus. And this XP won't go away. Oh my god. What is going on? But anyways, he's like the shark of the biomes. So anywhere there's like ocean, there's water, any type of water source, he'll be there lurking, so he's like a shark. Let's try to take this shark on. Oh god. Now, he's got one more water. I'm just going to place this. He doesn't really want to fight me. But he's got 36 health. Orthocanthus, I'm going to pronounce everything wrong. I'm sorry. But you'll get some shark teeth from him. And what those are used for is just making arrows. So the arrowhead, pretty much in this dimension. Now, I'm pretty sure you can't take anything into this dimension. So you got to go pretty much, nothing. You're starting fresh. And you got to make everything the new way. So the next thing we have is the Dimetrodon. Dimetrodon, I guess. That sounded better than anything I said before. So Dimetrodon. He doesn't drop anything, but he's one of like the lizard mobs. Now I want him to add like dinosaurs. It doesn't have to be dinosaurs, but it can be like some of the older fish. Big, huge, giant, prehistoric stuff. Because it's kind of lacking, That's one thing the mod needs. But let's get started. And that's one thing the mod needs. Just more mobs everywhere, just flying. But then we have this dragonfly. So the dragonfly, if you spawn him, actually I need another one because I gotta show you two things. You spawn him, he starts flying around, fluttering. He's really easy to kill, and he drops a, did I get it? A dragonfly wing. So this is used like the feather, used for the feather of a arrowhead. So it's really cool. And then you can also get a net. To make that, you need 3 string and 2 sticks. And what you can use this for is to catch yourself a butterfly. A dragonfly, I'm sorry. Right click and you get it. Now, I don't know if these can be placed on the wall. No, they can't. I don't know what they're used for. But, I guess you put them in here. And you put them in your crafting bench, and I guess you get 2 wings. But I think they should have a bigger use. Maybe placed on the wall. Keep them as a pet or something. I don't know. But next thing we have is a giant Meganeuron, I guess. And he's like a giant butterfly. Oh my, I keep saying butterfly. Like a giant freaking dragonfly. He's got 300 health. He is a tank. You gotta watch out for him. Now I'm gonna pause real quick while I try to kill this bad boy. Because he's got so much health and I want to see what he drops. Alright, so he's almost dead. Let's see if this is worth it or not. Come here, big guy. Oh my god, you didn't even give me XP. So a lot of the mobs are still work in progress. I think there's one other shark. I might have mentioned it or not. That is still a work in progress. So keep an eye out for the more mobs thing. But next thing we have is a brachiopod. So this thing, it produces a pearl in its mouth, I guess. Now it's like a clam or an oyster. Now if I get out of GM and try to grab a pearl from him, it will bite me. See, it clamps down. I've had trouble. I know Mr. Gibbs, he did this review as well. If you guys want to check it out, I'll link his in the description. He couldn't find one as well, and I guess he looked longer than me. But there looks to be like a pearl on there, but I can't get it. Come on, buddy. But anyways, when you kill him, you can get a shell. I didn't get it this time, but we'll take a look at it anyways. So the shell doesn't have much of a use now, but you can place it on the wall by right-clicking. So that's one cool little feature. Break it, and you can place it back down. And then you can get a pearl if you do succeed. This whole place is flooding. Oh my god. Let's try to fix this. But yeah, that thing is going to be used for a grinder. Now, I'll show you what the grinder does after. Or actually, a gear in the grinder, I guess. Part in it. But anyways, the next thing we have is the ammonites. So let's kill these, and you can get some shells. And did we get any? No. Well, you find them in the water. There's 3 water mobs. The big lizard shark thing. The clam guy. And this guy. I forget your name. Ammonite. The names are just really strange in this mod. So I'm having a really hard time pronouncing them. But you get the shell. And what the shell can be used for is to place on the wall as well. So it's a cool little decoration. The next thing we have is the Denver Repentant. Oh my god, I'm sorry guys. But anyways, he's like a giant lizard. And let's kill this bad boy. And you get some meat, and you can cook this meat. Now let's take a look at something cool. Now there's a drop that you can get as well from the Derpatron guy. And you can get his skin. So amphibious skin from this guy right here, the Derpatron. We're gonna call him Derpatron. But yeah, you can make some armor. So let's take a look. It's crafted the same way as regular armor. Let's get off this diamond. And you look pretty cool. You know, you're looking fancy with this armor. That camo you blend in. And there's also something called flippers. Now I don't have them, so let's get them. But to craft these, you need... you don't need him. You need the amphibian boots, just how you would craft it before. 2 iron ingots and 2 amphibian skin. I'm having the worst day, guys. I'm really sorry. But let's put these slippers on. And let's go in the water. So let's take a look. That looks really cool. It's like shoes. But you walk slow on land when you have these. But when you go in water, you can actually swim really fast. I think if you... there's one little trick the guy showed me. If you're flying, I guess, and you're in the water, you go like super fast. It doesn't show it. I don't know. It looked like it was faster before when I was testing it. And also in the oceans, you see there is some coral reef. You got different types of coral. It makes it look a lot cooler. And you got these guys, the brachiopods, that's what they're called, at the bottom of the ocean. Oh my, this looks so awesome. This is really cool. Something Minecraft needs, just like the coral. And also you got all the ores underneath. But 2 seconds, guys, I'm going to head back to my little base. Alright guys, so the next thing I'm going to show you guys is all the new ores and the fossils. So I'll mine this fossil up and we'll get bones. So that's pretty much all you get from it. I hope they implement that more, like the fossils you can discover, different mobs and stuff, and recreate them or something. I don't know. Similar to the fossil archaeology, that'd be cool. Then the next thing we have is gold ore, and you get gold nuggets. Next thing is charcoal of some sorts. You get coal from it. I forget what it was called. Then we have a diamond ore, and then we have granite, which is replacing cobblestone in this world. But pretty much you get granite cobblestone when you mine up the granite. But pretty much, guys, there's a new way of getting iron. So the iron is kind of complicated. First thing you're going to need is a granite gear. So you're going to need that pearl that you get from the brachiopod, some granite cobblestone, and you get yourself a gear. Now this is used in the grinder. So you use a gear, stick, and 5 granite and 2 granite bricks to make the grinder. And then you're going to need another item, guys, and that's the grinding stone. So you need 1 pearl, 4 granite, and you got yourself a grinding stone. And then an upgraded version that lasts longer would be the iron grinding ball, I guess. And you need a grinding stone and some iron. So let's get our pyrite, and let's put that here. Oh, I've already got some there. Put some more there. Grinding ball, and let's put some, I think it's called hematite. Oh, there's also a block of hematite that you can find, and you mine this up, and it's got some like iron stuff in it. So let's put that in there. Can't shift. Alright, so you see this thing start spinning, and the arrow's starting to go down. And you hear that really cool noise, guys, and it starts spinning, like it's got like an animation. And it finishes, and you get an iron ore clump. So let's take that out, and let's put it in a furnace, and start cooking it, and then you get yourself some iron. Now, while that's cooking, I'm going to come show you guys all the new blocks. Well, I think there's a few I'm missing out on, but there's a lot of decoration blocks, and this is what this mod isn't lacking. This is the best part about the mod, I feel, and I like the biomes and stuff. But we had some different types of wood here. I just broke it. I thought it wasn't creative. Just granite stuff. I'm not going to go over everything. Bunch of new stairs, building blocks, new walls, which is awesome. Some mods lacking that. And we got like a bunch of different doors, actually. So there's like 5 different types of doors, which is really cool. I like it. Gives like your house a variety of feel, I guess. Whichever type of wood you want to go with, match it to that. But that's it for the decoration blocks, and we'll have our iron ingot when it's done. So that cooked it up. But 2 seconds, guys, and I'm going to start showing you guys all the new biomes and all the generated structures. Okay, so the first biome you might have noticed when we came in is the swamp biome, or the coal swamp biome. And you see the water is all gray, it's like poopy looking, it's nasty. It's just a really cool biome that you find certain things. You find the lizards, you find a bunch of new mobs, and it's really good for finding ores. But the next biome we have is the highlands biome. So you notice the water changes, that's really cool. But we're in the highlands biome right now. We have a bunch of these trees, you know, you got mountains everywhere, some really cool generations. And the sky turns purple, so that's really cool. I don't know if that's because it's turning night or what. Let's set 0. Okay, it was just really weird. But yeah, 2 seconds, guys, and I'm trying to find another one. Okay, so here's the first generated structure I found, and this is a volcano. So the volcano is just filled with lava, top full of it. So that'd be cool with a mod similar to, I think it's like biofuel or something. Maybe you could pump that out if you do combine mods. Now, like I said, I'm not sure if you can take items in here or if you start completely new. So it wouldn't work if you had that. But it's still pretty cool, guys. And on to the next one. Alright, guys, so I spent the past like 20 minutes looking for these spider layers. So apparently they're rare. Hopefully they have good rewards. But I'm going to leave that for you guys to find. And also there's one more biome called the island biome. So please go find those and like send me pictures showing me that they actually do exist. Another thing I want to show is these ant farms. Now apparently you can get cooked ants. I don't know what these are used for whatsoever. I've tried looking it up, tried looking at the post, but I don't know what they do. Honestly, there's an ant hill. Actually, not ant farm, ant hill, sorry. You can place them. Don't know what they do. They don't have ants in them. So I'm a bit curious as to like what happened. But let me know if you figure that out, guys. And like I said, I hope he adds more mobs. And, you know, the mod would be pretty good. You know, that's all it's missing. More dungeons. Make it more interesting. But I really love it so far. It's a great start. And all those decoration blocks are really inspiring me to make a build out of this. But thanks for watching, guys. And I hope you enjoyed. Now, please leave a like, guys. And we'll have another mod showcase coming out tomorrow. Peace.